professionals, franchise consultants, even though we will not be able to service country like India. So because so diversified. So we have multi languages, we have multicultural country. So we want a local partner who we become our franchise India partner in that city and work with local investors, because local investor would want to work with local consultant, local guide, and local franchise India team member. So franchise India is looking forward for specialists, how to start your own business specialist. So I'll just simplify what our business is. We are a how to start your own business specialist. We have one side investors, and we are having businesses, brands, and other side. So we match make. We work with investors, understanding their requirement, understanding their need and kind of investments and the profile and the location where they are coming from, what is the requirement, and then we help in selection of the right opportunity. So selection of right opportunity is very, very important decision and very, very responsible decision, because we have so many businesses, so many brands across, but we have to go through and understand what business is going to be fit for particular investor, because all the investors are unique. They're coming with a different background, their profiles. They're coming with different investments. So we also have to identify which business is really fitting for every investor. So it's a very, very important decision for us. So Franchise India, we use a byline. Nobody in the world sells more business than Franchise India, because Franchise India have created a very, very large network in more than 97 cities in India. We're also present in 19 countries also. And that's where we are spread across, and we have a very, very large network today. But since franchising is growing, because consumption is growing, everything is becoming branded. Everything is now what we consume is coming from franchise companies. So the industry is growing, franchising is growing, so our company is growing. So now we are also looking forward for special partners in some cities where we have not partnered anyway with anyone till now, because we felt that we are already doing business from corporate office or any other office. But now we are looking forward for a local partner, because we can see the local business is growing. We are organizing events, and we can see a lot of flow coming to the event. And 70% business buyers are first-time business buyers. So it's a very, very important decision for that. So they need us. They need a consultant. They need a guide. They need a mentor who can help them in selecting the right opportunity. That's why we are entering into some cities now, which we will be talking about today, when we are looking for partner. And some cities we already have one partner. We are looking forward for now second partner, third partner, but we select. It has to be selection based, because it's not easy. It is not for everyone. So it's a consulting as a practice. If you start, that means you need to have that kind of profile that we will discuss in this webinar. What profile you fit for this opportunity. So we are also looking forward for metro cities where we already have a very large network. Somewhere we have 10, 20, 12, 15 already partners. But in these cities also we can see the growth of the business. And likewise, we are looking forward for more partners in this. So the profile wise, we are looking forward for any kind of consulting if you are in. It can be real estate consulting. It can be education consultants. It can be franchise consultants if you are already into some franchise development area. So it will be helpful for you, very complementing. Some financial advisors who are into financial advising, they can also be highly rewarding for them. And now what we are talking about in this, that's a very, very unique and highly rewarding opportunity. When we are talking about, there is no risk. There is no risk, because Franchise India, last 28 years, we have created a process and a kind of a business model which is highly proven, which is there in the market, successful last 28 years. And we feel that now it's time to grow, and we are looking forward for more partners to join us with both models, which we'll discuss today. Franchise India runs 3 companies in India. We are doing 200 events, and Franchise India is known in India because we are doing across cities, tier 2, tier 3 cities also. We go organize an event, and that's how we are known as Franchise India. So outside India, we are doing business international level. It is Fran Global, and we also have FranCorp, which is world's largest consulting firm, which is 49-year world's largest consulting company. That's also we have. We will discuss about Franchise India in length. We'll discuss about all these companies in this webinar. So in this webinar, I'll also request every person who has joined us, every guest who has joined us, please do not raise the hand because in this webinar, we do not have that option. Instead, we have got Q&A box at the bottom. So please use Q&A box and share your thoughts, share your queries and questions if you have any. We also put in the chat box some of the questions because we will give you full understanding about who we are, what we have done, what journey we have come across till last 28 years. And we will also would like to know who have joined us today, where from you are coming, which city you are coming from. So we'll also have few questions. So please use those options and use the Q&A box to share with us. So in this webinar, I'll also give you some understanding who is there on panel today along with me. My name is Sanjay. I'm CEO Director of Franchise India. Plus, we have also regional heads with us. Bishwajit has joined us from Pune. He runs Pune branch. We have Anurag who has joined us from Kolkata. We have Akhil who has joined us from Delhi corporate office. Then we have Hari who has joined us from Hyderabad. Shiju has joined us from Kerala. Kapil has joined us from Chennai. He takes care of Tamil Nadu area. Plus, we also have joined our Managing Director, Ms. Sonia Chaudhary, with us. And also, we are joined with our founder, Chairman, Franchise India, Mr. Gaurav Madhya. So please sit back, relax, and use Q&A box. If you have any question, any query, use Q&A box only, and we can take your names and we'll take your questions as well. Now, I'll invite our chairman, sir, Mr. Gaurav Maria, to set up the perspective of this webinar and also welcome you once again in this webinar. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Sanjay, and welcome, friends, and welcome to this very, very special webinar called Independent Franchise Consultant. Friends, this is an invitation from Franchise India to join our family and become a lead consultant to help people who want to start their business. So I'll explain you what the model is. How we'll flow in this webinar is that first, maybe 20 minutes I'll take and talk about the business model, a little bit about how this model works and so on and so forth. And then I'll pass it on to Sonia, and she will take you through the larger canvas of franchising, how franchising has grown, what is happening in India, what is happening internationally, and a little bit journey about Franchise India's journey also. And then Sanjay would take back and run a short presentation to show you how you can progress and become a consultant and what is your progress journey. So friends, as Sanjay was saying, we've been around for 28 years. We are world's largest franchise company. We started with a very humble beginning. I rather started this business when I was in America and then came back to India and built Franchise India. Today, we are 19 countries and we're very, very proud. We are the only integrated franchise solution company in the world. We are also very proud that we had opportunity to work with over 18,000 brands. We have been involved in a lot of global companies entering India, and we still continue to do that. Today, we are managing 60 brands as a master franchise. So if you become partner with us, you start representing those brands which are with us as a master franchise. So that's a big opportunity. We are, after Alliance, the second company to hold that quantum of brands. So friends, what was this journey and what problem I saw when I started franchising? The first problem I saw was that people in India, especially in late 90s when I started, find very difficult. It's still, problem still lies there. Find it very, very difficult to decide what business they should do. You know, buying a business process is a very complex process. There's so many opportunities out there. How do you select the right opportunity? What is the right business model? What is the financial model? If this opportunity is validated, how do you check the performance of that business? Then you have asked a lot of questions in terms of, am I right for this opportunity? Would I be able to run this business? These were so many questions which every business owner or potential business owner would have. And I felt that was so difficult. Why there is no consultant who can help people make that important decision? It is among the top 5 decisions of your life. And you need somebody who can handhold you and guide you through to this decision. And I'm sure all of you who joined in this webinar, you're also thinking, you're also looking for a career change. You're also looking for a newer opportunity. Imagine how difficult it is for you. If somebody can take you through the whole journey of advising you how you can select the right opportunity, this would simplify a lot of lives. So this problem was a serious problem. It still exists today because the demand has become even bigger. Every home has somebody who's looking to start a business. And there is nobody out there outside Franchise India which can give a professional advice to people who can start a business. So when you become an independent franchise consultant with Franchise India, you become start your own business specialist. How powerful this role is, that you help people start their business. So this is one part of our business, which is very, very important and most significant part. And we continue to service entrepreneurs outside, helping them to make this very important decision of starting their own business. The second thing is helping businesses grow. Every day, there is so many startups. Rather, India has become the startup capital of the world. We produce more startups than any part of the world. So we have startups coming from very small investments to very large investments, global companies coming to the market, and they all want to grow in India. But Indian market is so complex. It's so complex, different languages, culture, structure, buying behavior, everything is different. So much of diversity in. So how companies want to grow, even large groups like Tata's. Tata's launched a brand called Zodio, 100% franchise. From all these quick commerce companies, Zepto, all these companies want to grow fast and they use franchising as a way to grow. So we're very proud that today we control 90% market share of companies who are looking to start getting into franchise and build their network. And that if you become an independent franchise consultant, you will also go to these companies, advise them, coach them, and help them grow their business through franchising. So that's also second point. The third part, which is also most powerful idea, which I was saying where I started from, is if you want to sell your business. When I started Franchise India, I was running few businesses, which I had to close because there was nobody who I can go and say, look, I want to have my telecom business, I want to sell it away. I used to run a nightclub in Chandigarh. I had to close because I was starting Franchise India. I would have gone to a good broker and say, look, I have a nightclub, it's doing this much, and I want to sell that business. And somebody would have valued and sold to investors. Because there was nobody who can help me make that decision or help me to understand my exit process, most of the business get closed. So ask yourself, there's so many businesses out there for different reasons they want to come out of the business. They need help. So if you become an independent franchise consultant, you will be able to help these businesses find the right buyers. So what are three things you're going to do if you're an independent business consultant, independent franchise consultant? One, help people to invest into active business. Very, very powerful idea today. Help businesses scale through franchise. And third, help businesses if they want to look at exit. So now these three roles, there is nobody else offering. Why? Now you should ask yourself, we became the largest company in the world, but why anybody has not got the idea? So many people have the same idea, but they cannot do it because they don't have that infrastructure, the inventory of those opportunities which we have. Nobody has the brand which we have because we have invested hundreds of crores to build the equity of the brand through our events, our media, our magazines, and so on and so forth. Because we have brands and we have investors, it's much easier for anybody to get into business. So when you become an independent franchise consultant, you get all the brands and the training through us. You get qualified investors through us. Your job is to bring these two together. Then you will ask, oh, I don't know how to make a deal work. That's where we come in with our training. We give you exceptional training. And this is ongoing training to continue to teach you how to structure deals, how to value businesses, how to qualify investors. A lot of these trainings are provided to you to understand both sides, understand which brands would perform, how they would perform, which markets they can go, understand investors, what is the risk they carry, how they mitigate the risk, how we advise them in the whole journey, how we can do a financial planning for them. All that pieces we do. We are a 1,200 people company, fully resourced, fully invested. We run offices in every part of the country. So you get, when you become part of Franchise India and become an independent franchise consultant, you get not only the brand, which is world's largest franchise company, you get a lot of know-how. You also get a lot of ongoing resource and support. So I call the MOST, M-O-S-T. M stands for mentoring. You get a lot of mentoring. O stands for opportunities. You constantly get newer opportunities. Every day we launch a new brand, right? From large multinationals to startups, every day a new brand is launched. S stands for sport. We have a dedicated sports team which just works on each IFC and sports them. And then T stands for training, which we provide training. So friends, this is a very attractive opportunity, both financially and also socially. Because this, I always believe that unless and until these two components come together, the opportunity is not complete. So socially, it gives you a lot of recognition because you are doing a great job which nobody else is doing. You're helping build entrepreneurship in the country. Rather, my dream is to democratize entrepreneurship. Everybody can become an entrepreneur rather than just doing a job. So if you share the same vision, same values, you share the same passion, then you are welcome to join our family, a family of the world's largest consultants. Today, we are very proud that we have 175 independent franchise consultants spread not only in India, but in 19 countries. But this is not for everyone. Not everybody can qualify to become a consultant. Not everyone is designed to structure that. So maybe I'll start with a question and then I'll pass it on to Sonia to lead the webinar further. Introduce yourself in the Q&A box. There is a Q&A box. Just introduce yourself. If you're a professional, write P. If you are a business owner, write B. If you are a management consultant, which means that you have done some consulting experience, management consultant, business coaching, or any other thing, write MC. And if you are in a career change, which means that now you're looking for a new career, you're done with whatever you've done, and write C. Four choices: P for professionals, B for business owners, MC for management consultant, and C for career change. You can put it on the sharing box, and we can then take it off from there. There is a Nikhil Bhide, who's Nikhil. You can also write which city you're coming from. Everyone can write which city they're coming from. Naveen is a professional. Naveen, you can also write your city. Others, I will encourage, write if you are professional, write P, business owner, write B, management consultant, MC, and C for career change. Why it is so important? Because it will give us understanding of where you're coming from. And if you are genuinely have someone's consulting experience, it will be much easier for you to come in. Or you are in a career change, which means that you are 100% available. Because for me, qualifying everyone is very, very important. We don't want anyone to join in who cannot be successful with us. So Nikhil, welcome again. Naveen, welcome. Then there is a Linsu, professional from Gurgaon. You can visit. We are headquartered in NCR. So we are in a place called Surajkund, which is next to south of Delhi. Then Tapas is a C, is a career change. Sometimes it is a great time, Tapas, when you are in a career change, you can really think through what you're good at and then decide what you want to do in your life. All my great decisions have happened when I was on that period, right? So when I was in that period, always you take right decisions. So Siri Hari is a professional from Hyderabad. Naveen is from Hyderabad. Then we have somebody from Sharath Thomas, who's come from Kerala. And then we have Nikhil, who's from Chhattisgarh. He's also a business owner. It's on to also tell us what business you do. Okay, you run. So then we have Saloni from New Delhi. Then we have Raja, who's been a independent business coach. So you will understand, Raja, what we do, and you'll be much closer to, because you've done some form of consulting, and is from Hyderabad. I'm sure, Raja, you can work with discuss with Sanjay, because anybody who understands consulting structure, I will recommend spend more time with Sanjay. So it's upgrading whatever you do. If I can understand independent business coach, because I run the largest business coaching company also. So, but it will elevate your working. It's much more rewarding to be an independent franchise consultant and work with market leader. So I will strongly encourage you to talk to Sanjay. Ankit, welcome. Abhishek, welcome. You all can write on the same chat box you're writing. And then Ramesh is a professional from Maduri district. Welcome, Ramesh. You can talk to Saktivel or Kapil, who are from our Chennai office. And then we have Deb Sankar, who's from he's not written city, but he's looking for a career change. So So others also, I will encourage, please keep writing, because there are a lot of people who have joined in. It's always good to ensure, that we know everyone, because as I said, very limited people we approve. Only people who have 100 hours to spend, 100 hours to spare, which means that they put in this part 100 hours. Second, they are great networkers. Third, they love uh, consulting or helping people to grow better in life. Uh, Fourth, they are hungry for knowledge. They are great learners. Then only you can become a great consultant, right? So it's a very rewarding as a career, and we have done it for the longest period. 28 years is almost going to be 3 decades. I've been doing that, and so I have to rush for another meeting. So I wanted to take the first piece. And pass it on to now to Sonia. Sonia comes with 20 years of experience. She's built this whole broking business in India, not only India, but all the 19 countries we run and operate. And then it'll go to Sanjay. Over to you, Sonia.
Thank you so much. Friends, a very good evening to all of you. I would also request you make this session interactive. Any questions that you have, please use the Q&A box. We'll be happy to answer. So in all, Franchise India, I would say we have played a very important, crucial and a pivotal role, being in the forefront of making entrepreneurship inclusive for everyone. And as a started own business specialist, our core purpose, foundation of our company has been entrepreneurship. And this is what everyone at Franchise India drives every single day and lives every single day, which is democratizing entrepreneurship. So the initiative for us to even start the IFC partnership program was to work with entrepreneurs like yourself who become partners with Franchise India, who have the skill and at the same time intend to drive entrepreneurship like everybody at Franchise India has. And happy to also share, we have our IFC partner community, which has become not only bigger, but also stronger and more evolved over these years. And this is because the business opportunity continues to grow. And this growth is driven by expanding market size, the scale of business opportunity, which continues to grow at a very big pace. So at Franchise India, we strongly believe that if we have to capture this opportunity in true sense, we need to have a more wider distribution, a more deeper distribution. And this is possible only through this entrepreneurship program, which is Independent Franchise Consultants. So while we've talked about our company, Franchise India, what we do, I'll quickly, take you through what this opportunity is all about. So franchising is a global success story. If you have heard of or if you have seen or studied franchising, you all would agree on that. And this is also a very big catalyst for entrepreneurship, a powerful wealth creation engine for more than 100 years now. And this engine is what we are enforcing through our program. Now, franchising globally is a $5 trillion industry, which means it contributes 5 trillion to the world economy. Everything, in fact, which is being consumed by us, whether these are products being consumed or services being consumed by us. And this is across all industries, right? So whether this is a product industry or a fashion, so to say, which is fashion, shoes, furniture, jewelry, optical, quick commerce services that we use from platforms like Blinkit and Zepto, even the five-star hotels, budget hotels that we stay in, all these services and businesses today that we are consuming, these all businesses are coming from a franchise business. Now, India today is number 2 when it comes to franchise economy, number 1 being America. We are today number 2 franchise economy in the world. And also at a very strong tipping point, because a lot of mature brands in India are expanding through franchising. If you look at all the top corporates, and we have worked with all top corporates and all their brands from entire portfolio. We work on Reliance, which is the fashion portfolio for them, Aditya Birla Group, all the top jewelers in the country. So all mature brands today, the larger corporates in India today are using franchising to expand. And equally, and there is a big demand for the investor community, people who are coming forward to collaborate in this $180 billion industry in India. This industry today in India contributes 4% to our GDP. In the next 10 years, this growth is going to be exponential. And this is where we need more partners to come and collaborate with us. Now, let us understand why this opportunity is going to become Great. Now, consumption is at the core of franchising, and this is here where India's wealth creation is actually happening. We are at a 3.2 trillion consumption economy, which is projected to be almost double in the next 4 years, and franchising is directly proportionate to consumption. The second area is there's a big youth driven demand. 65% of our population in India is under 35, which is in fact giving shape to a lot of new businesses and categories, which are also becoming now very big. And a lot of new businesses have come in these categories, which includes the likes of health, lifestyle, fitness, food is becoming, it was always big, but it's becoming even bigger. Beauty and a lot of experience led businesses are taking a very big turn. At the same time, there's a big demand in India today with our youngsters, and I would say the overall, consumer base in India traveling. The aspiration to take an international brand has become very, very high, and which means that premiumization, globalization, Indian consumers are rapidly trading up, creating massive demand for global brands and quality experience. So today we have been instrumental in bringing more than 800 brands to the Indian market and the subcontinent. But at the same time, Franchise India, given the demand in the market, and because we have the pulse of people right on the ground, we understand and sense opportunities much before anybody else can do. So apart from representing thousands of companies in India and a few hundred brands from global markets who are coming to India, we are proud to also associate with more than I would say now 70 odd companies where Franchise India has taken the master franchise rights of these brands. And I would say 95% of today investors, entrepreneurs who are coming forward to buy these international brands are the young cohort of India. So the youth-driven demand has become very, very high. Now, franchising has become a cornerstone for business expansion in India. We have witnessed corporatization of franchising at a very large scale. All major brands, perhaps you can think of, the clothes that you wear, the hotels that you go to, diagnostic services that we take, our K-12 schools from DPS, GD Goenka, Z to preschools, all test prep companies, they all use franchising in order to grow. So, Franchise India today is a consultant of choice. Companies want to work with us because of a strong equity that we have built over the last 28 years through our consistent and continuous investment in our brand and our ecosystem. And our client portfolio includes the most trusted business houses of India, the some names that we have already talked about. Now, today, we all understand there's no business which has infinite capital. And that is the reason all these companies are looking at franchising in order to expand. And more importantly, they're looking at efficiencies to make their business model sustainable when it is run by owner. The other area which I want to also highlight will also give you a bigger perspective on the overall opportunity. Now, in India, the first time ownership of businesses has increased. Now, this is, I would say, at the peak is what we have seen in the last 28 years. It was 10% in 1999 when we started our business. So, which means out of 100 people who are buying business, only 10 people came with experience of running and operating some form of business, whether that was a franchise business or a family business. And now, from 1999 to 2026, this percentage has become more than 60% now. India is entering a business ownership decade, which is driven by consumer expansion, entrepreneurial aspiration, and a global brand inflow. I'm sure you all are experiencing as a consumer yourself. And the next wave of economic growth is being driven not by employment, but by enterprise creation. So, which means job creation versus a job seeker mindset. And many professionals today, they want to own a business rather than only work in jobs. So that is a mindset change which is happening. But there is also another reason, which is a job creation still remains in India a very big challenge, and franchising is a big solution. India faces a massive job creation challenge and needs to create every single month, at least for the next 10 years, at least 1 million jobs every month, which means about 10 lakh people are looking for jobs. But only 25% of this target is currently being met, which means 75% of people who want to take a job do not have an opportunity to take a job. So franchising comes as a very big rescue where people buy a job for themselves in absence of, I would say, sufficient high paying opportunities. And particularly, this becomes even more important when we talk about tier 2 and 3 cities where the job opportunity is even smaller. So we're looking to invite like-minded partners who believe in this vision of democratization of entrepreneurship. And the most two important elements for us, we are here to build a powerful ecosystem of knowledge partners, entrepreneurs who understand the responsibility, the influence, and I would say the impact of the work that they create, which is build trust through knowledge. Because we're in the business of advising investors to make the most important decision of their life, and which is in most of the cases their entire savings of their life. So which means I need to, as an advisor, be on top of the industry knowledge, have to upgrade that every single day, and in order to advise them, have to understand different opportunities, different industries, how they behave. And this is what we need. So before now I think I'll request Sanjay to take over. We'll talk about our business model, how we operate, and any questions, friends, that you have. I'll be happy to take these questions, and perhaps maybe a meeting or a Zoom call can happen at our respected offices post this webinar, where our regional leaders would take it up with you. But any questions you have, you can keep writing. We'll be happy to answer these for you. Sanjay, over to you.
Thank you so much. So some of the guests were writing the chat box is disabled. So you're writing in the Q&A box same. So you have to use the same Q&A box and send your options in the same Q&A box, which is there at your bottom of the screen. And you are writing chat box is disabled in the same Q&A box. So instead of writing that, you can send us your query. We will
answer one question, Sanjay. Somebody has asked, what is a master franchise? So friends, while we have that subject in detail that we do in our training program. So master franchise means you own the right of a brand for a larger territory, which could be as large as India or a country, so to say. So McDonald's in India is through a master franchise contract. Domino's in India is through a master franchise contract. When you look at any global brand entering India, it is 99% through a master franchise contract, which is signed. So Franchise India owns about 70 companies where we own the master franchise rights. And unlike other brands that you see in the market or other large corporates that you see which owns the master franchise brands, we have this ownership of master franchise across a lot of industries, which is not limited to one industry, which includes F&B, it includes fitness, it includes beauty, it includes education, it includes preschool. So our portfolio of these master franchise brands is very, very large. Hanji, Sanjay.
Good. Thank you. And we will take you through a small presentation. So after that, we will let you know, just give you understanding about the business model, which is there for you to understand, because this is very, very important on this slide. So to understand, so please be there. If you have any query in between, also to use Q&A box. And after the webinar, we will connect with you, each one of you, and we will take your questions and give you full understanding about any query which you will be also having. So what is franchising? We are just talking about, it's a $5 trillion industry. Today, what you consume is coming from franchise industry. So anything and everything which we consume today is coming from franchise companies. So would mean that the franchising is growing. That would mean it's a great business for us. It's a good news for us because franchising is growing. Lately, if you have seen the US President Trump has increased the tariff. What does that mean? It's a good news for us, because if he has increased the tariff, so there will be no, for exporting your goods. So what we have seen in the last 3-4 months, there are a lot of new concepts. They are shifting towards the franchising in India. If they were exporting earlier, now they have seen there's a depth in India. There's a big market in India already waiting for you. So what they have taken the platform of franchising, the way of franchising, because franchising way, it is a viable model for your growth and for your expansion. So they not looking forward for now exporting this because there's a huge dent. So it is better that we expand our business through Indian territory. So that would mean franchising. So franchising would be the viable way of expansions. And now we have recently saw there's a new shift. There's a lot of new concepts who are coming into franchising first time. So these are our new categories which are evolving into franchise because they want to grow the business. And India is a very, very large market, not only for global brands, it's also Indian brands also to expand. So India market is very, very diversified. India market is a great market for global brands to welcome and expand in India. So as we were talking about master franchise concepts, so there are two ways. One is the demand side. Today, people are well traveled and they travel across country, across nation, and across countries. So what they see a new concepts. They go to Vietnam, they can see there's a great coffee brand, and they want in India that coffee brand. But the coffee brand in Vietnam is doing very well, but they are not in India. So we are getting this demand from the investor that can you get me this? So we do a research. We do a research and we have a big research team. And the research says that there's a huge scope for India for that brand. So what we do, we reach out to them and we get them in India with our own investment as master franchise. So we invest in those brands as master franchise in India, and then we are talking about giving further area rights. Like we started in 1998. The first of the international brand was Subway, which we got in India. Then we have got a master franchise for them. Now, since we have grown, so we have taken master franchise. Today we have 61 brands, wherein we have taken as a master franchise those brands which are internationally doing very well, and these are brands from UK, US, UAE, Canada, Australia, they're from Vietnam, Vienna, Philippines, across. And then obviously there are other brands from US and other countries as well. So now when we see there is a great demand in India, great scope in India, we also invest as master franchise. So it's a very, very big brand portfolio which we run along with the domestic brands which are into technology, which are tech-based businesses, which are food franchise businesses, which are financial category businesses, which are into pet care. Now, pet care is a newly evolved category because earlier there was only one brand in pet care, but now there are a lot of brands and they want to go to every city. Because now if you see top 10 cities which are metro cities, people are using at home, they're having a pet, but there's a husband, wife, nuclear family. They are both working and they have a pet at home. So what they will do? So there is a pet care clinic, pet care services which are available next door, and even products also which are used for pets. And that's the best way to open a franchise. And because brand at the initial stage, at the startup level, was very difficult to invest to open their own stores across cities, it's always better to go for a franchise way and find a local partner. That's what our work starts. That's why we come in between and we help them to find these franchise partners across cities. That's why I said when consumption is growing, consumption can be product wise, it can be service. Right? When you use a service you use service, you use a product, that would mean this is growing. Consumption is growing, franchising is growing. So that's our business. This is what we are going. And if you see auto, which is right now two-wheelers and EV segment, is also growing because you see a lot of companies now coming out with two-wheelers, which are EV segment basis, and they are also using charging stations. So you need charging station also along with. So charging station is a different and separate franchise opportunity, and two-wheelers in EV segment is a different opportunity in franchise. So likewise, if in metros, even gardener coming at your home is also franchise. Maid coming at your home is franchise company. And even any repair work you do, laptop repairing to refrigerator repairing to AC repairing, is servicing to repairing is also coming at your home, is also coming from a franchise company. Even if you are in a society, the security guards are also being provided by some company. They are also franchise companies. Courier coming at your home is also coming from franchise. Zepto, Blinkit is just 10-minute delivery. They are also franchise. So we have done Zepto also. We have done Blinkit also. And right now, today also, we are selling their franchise. Even you are looking for a dark store, dark kitchen, it can be also franchise because we have done Zomato also we have done. Even you are looking for a hotel franchise, it can be any model which is operated by brand himself or operated by investor. There can be FOCO, FICO model or FOFO model is also done in franchising. So we have done OYO also, we have done Bloom, we have done all these budget hotels. And even if someone is really interested to take a JW Marriott as a franchise, that's also we can get. Right? So it's operated by the brand itself. So we are looking investors in there. Zodio to Tata Chroma is also a franchise company. We have Reliance 8 brands with us. They're also franchise company. So that's wherein we are talking about today. Every category is now growing. Every category is growing into franchise, and we use it as a service. We use it as a product. So that's what franchising category-wise, sector-wise is all about. So when you become partner with Franchise India, what we are going to offer you, we call it as Tablet. Tablet stands for technology to start with T. That means we are giving you technology, we are giving you CRM, wherein all the database will be transferred to your CRM box. Then we also give you Franchise India domain and email ID, which you can further use as your partner with Franchise India, and you become Franchise India. You can use Franchise India domain email IDs. A stands for infrastructure. So someone who was writing that I am from Delhi NCR. So you can use our corporate office, which is in Delhi, and it is available for you full time or for meetings is you available. Someone is from Pune, you can use our office. Someone is in any other city, Kolkata, you can use our office. So this is a infrastructure what we have created is also available for our partners. It can be a full day or you can use it for your own meetings, wherein our team will also help and guide how to do the business. B stands for brands. So when you come for the training, today we are already running a training program, which is new batch for March month. So there are some 21 people who have come for the training this time. They are already on board with us. Now they are taking training. So 3 days training, and first time this training, which is TT stands for training, the last part. And this is a 3 days extensive training program, which we do every month. And in that training, we will help you to build your brand portfolio. So we have 500 brand list ready for all partners. That brand list will be transferred to you, but practically you will not be able to work for 500 brands at a time. So we create your brand portfolio as per your experience, as per your taste, as per your choice, and as per your market. We help you to build your brand portfolio. These are, say, 5 brands, 10 brands, which you can drive. Then lead support. Now, again, as I said, we are giving you brands. We'll also help you with leads. Now, leads, we have got 2 formats, which is one is the investor who is coming to us through our hotline number, to our website, to our events and everything and webinars. So they are showcasing their opportunity that I have, say 20 lakh rupees, 50 lakh rupees, or 2 CR or 10 CR. I'm looking forward to start some business. But they exactly don't know where to go, how to find which brand to grow, which category to go. So these are investor data. These are investor leads. So these are 50 minimum guarantee leads which we are giving to every partner. This is minimum. Then we will also create your brand portfolio, wherein you are driving 3 brands, 4 brands, 10 brands. We'll also give you brand-centric leads because we are driving and having a brand related campaigns and marketing we do every month. So these leads will also be given who is applying for that brand. Now, say, for example, we are talking about any Reliance brand. Say we have got Reliance fashion brand, which is Fashion World. So if suppose any IFC partner would want to work on fashion brands and you want to drive fashion brand franchisees, so we'll run the campaign. It is for the brand, and we will share with you brand quality leads, which is BQL, brand quality leads. So these are the leads who have applied for the brand. So this is what we do every month. We have 1 CR every month marketing budget for these brands, which is onboarded with us. Because we have around 1100 brands where we have exclusive contract. Exclusive contract means we are doing A to Z for them, onboarding, then we are helping them to build a business model, and then the marketing, everything we do, and then franchise development also we do. So partner-wise, we have no overlap of leads. Any leads, suppose we have given 30 leads, 50 leads to one partner, those brand leads would not be given to the other partner. So then it can be a regional basis or it can do multiple regions. So suppose you are working in Kolkata, you can work for Jharkhand, you want to work for Bhubaneswar, you want to work for other cities. We are absolutely open. There is no demographic challenge. We have got completely freedom wherein you can work for multiple cities. Rather, you can travel to multiple cities events wherein E stands for events. That support we are giving Every month, some 15, 20 events we organize. And these are all for our partners, wherein your coming is on you. Rest is all done by us. You have no investment. It's all done by us. So in the event, which we are doing in five-star hotels, so we will be having all the brands we invite, hotel venue we do, marketing we do, investors also we get, and in special mention that in our events, whether it's a small franchise meet or a bigger exhibition, we do not encourage investors to come and visit free of cost, because we understand our time is very, very important. We as a consulting firm, we as an advisors, we are having the product is our time. Right? So we don't have these investors free of cost coming to our event and taking our time. So we are giving our time to the people who have already paid and come to the event. Even if smallest event, we have, say if it's a small franchise meet, which we are doing only for 10, 15 brands, even though it's 750 rupees as an entry fee. Then normally we have 1,000 rupees entry fee, and then it goes up to 5,000 also, depending on the format. And why we are doing this? We really we need serious investors who are really looking forward for a business should come to the event. That's what we restrict. Because we all are consultants, we all are putting our time, we need to have people who are serious. We want to meet our investors who are serious. So it's a white collar consulting business, white collar advisory business, wherein we are receiving the investors who are coming to us. We are not making any random calls. We are calling to a person who have applied for our this franchise opportunity, or who have come to our event, who is looking forward to buy a brand, buy a business, buy a franchise. So we work with them. That's why it's very, very serious, because this is where we put our time and we are being paid for our time. Because consultants give our time and we are being paid for our consulting services. Now, when you join us, how is the proposed structure? When you join, you are an IFC basic. So at the entry point, you become independent franchise consultant. And after that, when you hit 15 lakh rupees revenue, and for that we have given you 1 full year. The first year you are IFC as at the basic level. So if you hit 15 lakh rupees revenue, you will become IFC elite. So it's the second tier wherein we are giving you the growth, because we want you to grow, and every partner is unique, every investor is unique. So when you are looking forward to grow with us, so that means you are putting your time. When we are talking about the ROI of every business, right? Everyone knows it is return on investment. But we have two different ROIs. One is return on involvement, and second is return on intelligence. Would mean that you are putting your time, right? So how involved you are. So you're giving 3 hours a day, 4 hours a day, 6 hours a day. So you can grow accordingly. So then you will go to IFC Elite and you become IFC Elite when you hit 15 lakh rupees revenue. For that, it can take 1 full year, 1 month, 2 months. It is possible in one lead, one deal also. But we have given you full month, full year to perform and get this revenue. If you are hitting 1 by 15, you are becoming IFC Elite next year. How it is going to change your payout structure? When you are at IFC Basic as an entry level, so you are 40% sharing with us. So you get 40%, all the revenues, what you are doing, and these are all products which we have mentioned. On these products, revenue-wise, you get 40% share, and next year you get 50% share. So it will be 50-50 sharing partner. So now if I'm talking about here is 40 and here is 20. There are 3 products, revenue product, there is 1 product. So I'll give you a little understanding on this very, very important slide, what we do, what's my revenue product. So we work with 2 communities. One side we have investors, one side we have brands, and we matchmake. We get the matchmaking done, right? So when we are talking about investor, that is I stands for investor and B stands for brands. So there are 2 products which are from investor side and 2 products which is from brand side. Now I'll give you some understanding that when we are talking about investors and brands, we onboard both. So we charge them a fee. For onboarding, we charge a fee because we don't work free. So when we are onboarding an investor, onboarding a brand, we charge a fee, and then we service both. When we are servicing investor, that becomes investor service fees, IS. When we service the brand, that becomes brand service fees. Servicing would mean when we are helping an investor to find a franchise, that means we are getting that deal done. So franchisee is being closed for an investor, means we have serviced the investor. For brand, when we are selling a franchise for any particular brand, we have serviced that brand. So we are onboarding also, we charge from both. For servicing also, we charge from both. So IA becomes investor acquisition when we onboard an investor. IS becomes investor service fees when we are getting a deal done for the investor. BS becomes the brand service fees when we are selling a franchise of any brand that we have serviced the brand. On these three, we are getting 40% sharing. And then we have BD, which is business development, that is brand on board. We are getting 20%. Now I'll tell you why is 20%. Because in case of brand onboarding, which is business development, BD, you are giving us a reference, right? Somebody who was from, say, Calicut. So you have a local brand somewhere you understand they are offering franchise, they're ready. You can get in touch with us. So you can refer us. We'll organize a meeting. You will be part of that meeting. We understand the brand. We understand the requirement. We understand where they are looking forward for expansions. So we will do the meeting. Post that, we'll send the presentation proposals. We help you in terms of following the payments. And this proposal, in this case, for brand onboarding starts from 8.5 lakh plus GST, right? INR. And then it goes to upper side also, but basic is 8.5 plus GST. When we onboard that brand, then we have to service the brand. Service in the sense we have to make them ready, consulting, marketing, lead generation, next 12 months marketing. We have to sell franchise. So anybody, when it's on board, anybody and everybody can work for that brand. And once somebody is selling a franchise, we'll get the brand service fees, right? So the brand service fees is also mentioned in the agreement when we onboard a brand. So we get two, financial components. One is onboarding of the brand fee, which is brand fee onboarding. Second, when we sell a franchise, we will also talk about what fees we are charging that brand for selling a franchise. So that becomes BS, brand service fees. So here, selling a brand franchise, you get 40%, 40% of what has been mentioned in the agreement. So that means if I am getting 5 lakh rupees for selling a franchise, you get 40% of that 5 lakh. So now I'll make you understand in terms of giving you some example. So IA stands for investor acquisition, investor on board. Now, for example, we are working in a month and you are doing 10 investors onboarding, which with a full hour support. So the minimum fee for onboarding is 30,000 rupees each investor. And that 30,000 rupees, though we have up to 5 lakh, but minimum is 30,000. Where investors looking forward up to 20 lakh rupees investment, only up to 20 lakh, we charge 30,000. In that case, brand will have to pay us. If any investor is getting a franchise by investing under 20 lakh, we are getting 1 lakh rupees from the investor as investor service fees. And brand, since it's under 20 lakh, so we have some 1.5 lakh rupees from the brand side also per transaction plus GST, which goes up to 50 lakh rupees also, depending on the brand to brand. Now, in case we are having a small investment, say under 20 lakh, we have taken the investor or 30,000 on board. Now, calculate as a example that you are doing 10 investors on board, so 10 into 30 will become 3 lakh rupees. So your payout would be 40% of 3 lakh will go to you. And then each investor will pay us a service fees in that case, which is minimum 1 lakh. So all 10 will pay us a 1 lakh rupees again to you. That is 1 lakh into 10, that becomes 10 lakh. That is coming to Franchise India, you get 40% of again that. And then BS, if I'm talking about as an average, all the brands which we have sold to the investors, as an average, we are taking 2 lakh rupees for each brand, each deal. 2 lakh into 10 becomes 20 lakh. That is brand service fees. Out of that 20 lakh rupees, 40% will go to you. Now you can calculate how it is coming. And in a month, if you're doing 2-3 transactions on BD, also brand onboarding, where you have to do only reference. So there you will get 20% of 8.5, which is the minimum. So again, you can see how much you are going to earn out of this. This is one business. Next year, this will turn to 50,000, 50%. This will remain as 20%. Now, when I'm saying this is one business, would mean this is one revenue to our partners. Second revenue is that there's a lot of cash incentives also from brand side to sell their franchisees. They're giving us as an incentive as well. So that will be coming direct to you. Third, if someone is becoming a coach for a startup company or a startup investor, because both sides, they need our service, they need a coaching. Any startup brand, which are 80% of brands are startups, they need someone who can coach them. We will help them into franchise development, but there is someone who I written today, he's a business coach. So you can also become coach for that brand, and that retainer which we charge is going to you 100%. There is no sharing with Franchise India. So that coaching business is also there, which you can get directly. Fourth, we are also giving every quarter the contest, which is international contest every quarter. So there we have some criteria that to achieve this, you will qualify. So our team will help you to qualify for that contest also, wherein 4 to 5 days, everything is being invested by Franchise India. Then we have rewards, recognitions program also, which is also coming with this. And even if you are 1 month old, 1 week old, you can also achieve these contests, because there we have got a lot of understanding given to the criteria. It's not about one option. We have created multiple options, and especially for new partners whose vintage is 1 month, vintage is 2 months, 3 months. So if you are 6 months old, you have a different criteria, which is easy. And then we also give further opportunities wherein you can do only one deal also. One deal, you can also qualify. So that's where the arrangement is, that we want maximum partners to qualify the contest every quarter and to go in a big group. And we have internally targets how many IFC partners our branch head, regional head would make them qualify, and his qualifications also depending on that. That's how we are more keen on having more partners to qualify, right? Because that becomes automatically qualification for our regional heads. So this is one business model. Second business model is when we are talking about Franchise India firm model. This firm model would mean that you have an opportunity to open a Franchise India office in your city, which we will not discuss full length right now. That will be obviously case to case basis, because we have only 27 cities announced in the month of mid of January. Until now, we have 15 cities already, closed. Closed in the sense that it's not available now. We have already got the partner. Today, we in our training program, we have 6 partners who have come. They have taken our branch model, which is firm model. So in this firm model, we have only remaining, say, 12 cities now remaining, and only those 12 cities we will look forward for a partner. If at all we see the right fitment, then we will help you with this opportunity. Now, in this business, what you are going to do, you do 4 businesses in branch model partnership. One is Franchise India office. Since the Franchise India office, or what Franchise India is doing, which is transactional business, investor brand, investor meeting, investor conversion, and helping investor to get a deal. We are being paid from both sides as a consulting fee. That's Franchise India office. What do we do? This is the first business. Second, you can also build IFC under your territory. So if you are giving exclusivity of the territory, which we are talking about, suppose I have got Jammu, which is available. I have Goa, which is available right now, right? So these cities, we are talking about a partner who can become our branch partner and take a branch office in this. Say, for example, we are talking about Goa. So if I am finding a partner who is a right candidate for opening a branch in this Goa, which is franchising a branch, so you will do these 4 businesses. You will run a Franchise India office, right? All the business with Franchise India is doing, you will do. Second is you can also build down the line IFC partnerships within your territory. So any IFC you do there, you'll also be paid for it. Then CBB, Certified Business Broker. There's another company which we are talking about, resale business. So there's Certified Business Brokers, which is our second vertical, and they will do only these resale businesses. They will not do franchise business. That's what difference between IFC and a CBB is, that they will not sell franchise, And our IFC partner can sell CBB business, which is under CBB, Certified Business Broker, which is resale. And fourth is Business X Realty, commercial and retail leasing. That would mean that when we are selling a franchise, every franchisee, for every investor, for every franchisee, we have to open a office, and that we need a property. We need a property for their shops, their outlets, and that is where we also do this leasing part with commercial properties, and you will also get commission on this opportunity as well. Sharing with partners, what is the firm partner, who is our branch partner, is a 50-50% direct, starting with 50%. And there is a 500 square feet office required, 4 to 5 members team, which is directly under firm. So he has to bear the cost of the salary, he has to bear the cost rentals. If he is having own, is preferable. If not, it's a rental. So partner has to bear the rentals. And in this case, we have on brand onboarding, same 20%. In case of IFC partner, which is appointed under firm, so our partner will also get, firm partner will also get 25% on that license fees. And if IFC is doing some business, IFC will do 40%, and 10% will go to my branch office out of that. So 3 year plus 3 year is the agreement. So that means if we talk about the firm license that is valuable for 3 years, and the fee is 20 lakh to 25 lakh rupees, depending on the city. Some cities we are under 20 lakh, and some cities we are under 25 lakh. That would depend. And this is available. Anyone who is interested to start a branch, this opportunity is available only till 31st of March. Then we will stop this, hold this, and all partners who will be on board, as 15 we are already having, we'll make them grow, open their offices, branches, put them best practices we do. We have now arranged a sport for them, a branch part head who will be traveling to all these cities, helping them to do the business and everything. So this is available only till 31st of March. Now, when we go back to IFC as a single individual model, that will be 6.5 lakh rupees is the license fees, which is one time. First time, 7.5 lakh plus GST, only one time. The rest 3 years, you don't have, 3 years is the agreement, and you don't have any investment in 3 years. It's a model where we are investing further to invite investors, invite brands, and do all the events and exhibitions for you, and you will be part of those events. Right? So that is only for the individual, but as I said, this is 6.5 lakh rupees. It's also valid only from this webinar. We are offering 6.5. Otherwise, we have already launched 7.5 lakh plus GST, which is well written in our agreements, which is also there on our website. We have a website for, you can from Google write independent franchise consultants. You'll see the page, and we have also mentioned there 7.5 lakh plus GST, but we will make it applicable only after 1st of April. So till 31st of March, we are talking about any partner who will grow us will get opportunity at 6.5 plus GST, but otherwise it is 7.5 plus GST from 1st of April 2026. So this is the business model, and I know there's a lot of understanding which is further required, because there is a lot of understanding required on the way of business, how we are doing, next level, next step, what is the next step to follow. That we will do once we are having a meeting with you. Our all regional heads will reach out, understand, and then arranging a 10-minute call with our chairman, wherein we will understand both sides. If it is the right fit, then we will take this up further. And if it is not, then we may suggest you to go any other brand, which we will get it for you. And that's our process. We'll help you to get into business. So we are start your own business platform. We'll definitely help you business opportunity which you are looking. If this is fit, fine. If it is not making any sense, we'll find out another opportunity, any brand out there for our investors, and taking them through the process. So all the follow-ups and everything is done by us. You don't have to do that piece. That's why we charge you as a fee for onboarding, and then we also charge for the servicing as an investor. So that was it from the presentation point of view, but we will reach out and discuss having a one-on-one call. Thank you so much once again for joining this webinar, and thank you from all of us at Franchise India. It was great to have a lot of people who have responded in the Q&A box, and in respect to that, we would like to thank each one of you for your time and sharing your thoughts with us. Thank you so much once again. Thank you.